This is our Airbnb in Guadalajara. Bedroom number 1 with its own bathroom. Hola. A courtyard. A step. Bedroom number 2. It's so cute. The kitchen. Wow. This is adorable. I'm going to bed. And the dining room. What a beautiful Airbnb. I am very happy. The agave tequila. Wow. Around here. Great door. Buenos dias. It's today, and I broke my mother. She is sick in bed with Montezuma's revenge. She drank the tap water yesterday. I did not. I feel great. But the silver lining is that we are in the most beautiful Airbnb. So Cheryl's gonna stay in bed, just got her some electrolyte water and yogurt, fruit, crackers, so that she can get better. Have a great day. Another gorgeous church in Guadalajara. I don't know where I am, but it's beautiful.
Turn right.
I found a little natural store and I'm getting something for insomnia. What never ceases to amaze me about cities, because I don't live in one, I used to, but even that stressed me out, is how do people find their niche, their place? And now I'm just kind of asking myself, is this because of like the trauma of my religious upbringing, feeling like I wasn't part of anything except that group? But being in Mexico City and also here in Guadalajara and just seeing how people are okay, because I kind of find it stressful. I will be driving around in a taxi thinking, oh my goodness, if I lived here, how would I know how to get a job? How would I know how to use the public transport? I just go into this place of anxiety and overwhelm and feeling like I need to figure everything out all at once, instead of being secure in the space of I can ask for help, I'm not alone, and it's okay. So I'm just walking to a meeting location for a walking tour because I love to get oriented to where I am, and I do it with a tour guide. Enjoy the view.
Guys of the city who never got married when he was young. He was getting old. He didn't want to die alone, so he started asking a lot of women to marry him. There was only one lady that said, I'll marry you, but only if you build me a house with 2 floors. Maybe a requirement, because she knew he didn't have enough time to build a house before he passed away. Who built a house for this lady at the end of the street. Here in Guadalajara, especially in our country. The place is free entrance.
What's the population of Guadalajara?
Guadalajara has 6.8 million people living here.
6.8 million.
Yeah,
and is it the second biggest city? No.
It is. Well, we have a fight against Monterrey for who's the second biggest city. So we always have that problem. Like, it's been happening with our city in the past few decades. We went from being one of the most conservative cities of Mexico to becoming one of the most liberal cities of the whole country.
Oh.
And what this culture is trying to tell us, that even when your eyes are closed, your mind has to be open to let it grow.
Mm-hmm.
The name of this culture is Árbol Adentro, and that's why it has a tree growing up inside the house.
Árbol Adentro.
So I'm going to place here for you. Have you ever heard about any famous citizen of the United States before? Efficient system to transmit color on TV. We know him as the father of TV. Up in this building for women as well. One of the first ones that got here, it was Irene Robledo Garcia, a teacher who created reforms in the education of our state and our country. And the last one that got buried here, it's Consuelo Velázquez Torres. Consuelo Velázquez Torres, who was a piano player and a songwriter. Around 2023, she got more famous thanks to TikTok.
Oh.
One of her songs is pretty trendy over there. It's this song that goes like Bésame,
Bésame mucho.
Como fuera, come on. Well, I'm not a great singer, but that's how it goes. An only Mexican architect who won a Pritzker. Let's look at Grammys for architects. Invented a whole style of architecture based on Mexican identity. Famous man from our state, Jorge Matuterrenos, who was an engineer who got famous around the 1952 because he did something really incredible. Around those years, we were passing through a lot of changes. The governor from the state, he ordered to build 2 huge avenues across Guadalajara downtown. One of those, Hidalgo Avenue, which is now below us, and the other one, Juarez Avenue, all the way over there across that building.
Okay.
So, for the place where they're going to build the Avenue of Juarez, there was a building in the middle. It was the phone company building. The phone company building, the place that we use here in our city, we ran out of the stone. There's no more mines of this stone, and there's people who knew that we would be having problems with the stone. So what they did is that they went to the mines, they get as much stone as possible, and they still have those stones at their home, waiting for people needing to restore the buildings. So they go with them, they buy the stone like a super high price just to restore buildings here.
Good investment.
Yes. It opened its doors in 1918. Right there we can actually see the old rules of this museum. This museum, it doesn't have that many peculiar rules from other museums. The only one that's a bit special is the one on the bottom and the one in the middle. The one in the middle says that you're not allowed to walk inside this place with walking sticks. That's prohibited because in those days people used to use walking sticks for fashion, not because they really needed to use a walking stick. Also says no cameras. That's something peculiar. It was 1918. Cameras were just about to be invented, and they were extremely big. But the reason why they were banning cameras in those days is because the material where they used to print the pictures, it was made out of nitrocellulose, which is a highly reactive substance. It can actually start fires, explosions inside this place. So that's why they were banning cameras, because they didn't want to get a fire. Also, no dogs.
No dogs.
Maybe not a dog person. The bottom rule says that you're not allowed to smoke inside the galleries. But we're not worried about the smoke. We're worried about the fire that can start with the smokes here in the place. Those are not murals. Those are just paintings. To be a mural, it must be part of the wall, but this is just a canvas attached to the wall.
Okay.
It talked to us about the history of our city. The story of Guadalajara is not that different to the story of a lot of cities in the Americas. It's also full of blood and massacres. We're not an exception. For us, it is really important to keep this in our mind to don't repeat those same mistakes again. It all starts with the painting right there. The first foundation of the city, something that happened in the 1532 in a place called Nochistlan that now is part of the state of Zacatecas. We couldn't stay right there because indigenous that were living in that area, they were really brave warriors. Even when they were fighting really poor technology, shields and arrows of wood against swords and armor. That indigenous kingdom got divided into factions. A faction would decide to support Spanish, and this faction would decide to fight against Spanish. That small faction would decide to fight, they won, and they kicked Spanish away out of Tonalá.
What's the name of it?
Winkitan Canyon.
Okay.
It's in the north. I'm not going anywhere, no matter what happens, but I'm not going to move my city again. To take control of their minds, they'll be using religion. And we've got all indigenous right there, attached with chains, and in the top, the same hand that we saw over there empty now has someone. What happened here, it was built in a record time of 60 years.
Wow.
I know that 60 years sounds like too much time.
But like compared to Familia Sagrada, that's nothing.
They're still building Familia Sagrada.
Right.
It's not done yet. Yeah, they had a problem. I mean, the man in charge to rebuild the towers, he made a small mistake. He built one of the towers a little bit taller than the other one, just from a small difference of 68 centimeters. Taller, it used to be real gold. But after we had a fire, the people started using chaos with the fire to get into the cathedral and scratch the gold we had here.
So all the pillars were gold?
Yeah, all the things over there. All the things that you'll see in gold.
Wow.
It was not that much gold. The engineers, they placed a lot of wood structures around this place holding the church until they rebuild the image of Saint Innocence. She was an Italian girl who became Christian without her father knowing this. Once he saw that his daughter was praying now to the Catholic God and not to the Roman gods, he got really angry. He killed his daughter. The people from the Italian town where she was living, they put her body in a coffin and they opened her coffin 20 years after she passed away. According to the legends, once they opened her coffin, they saw her body without damage. They took this as a miracle. She got converted into a saint, and to prove this to everyone, they chopped part of her body and they spread this part around the whole world. Have you seen the documentaries of HBO and Netflix about Light of the World?
Yes. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
The sexual abuse, it's just so sad. And the members, I think, all have honest hearts and just a desire to serve God, but they just listen to these men.
Yeah. Died on the cross, not any sacrifice you want to do.
Oh.
The last real gold we have here is the altar right there in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That altar is gold plated and famous legend says that this is the actual gate to tunnels. Tunnels that links Cathedral with the most important buildings of the city. For a long time, we have been thinking that it was more like a pop legend that's not real. But it was until we started to build our subways we proved this legend with tunnels below the city. And we used escape routes to come from important buildings and came here into the cathedral when the city it was under attack. Because in those days, no matter how big it was the army or who was the army from, no one would be attacking a building like a cathedral. So to commit my crimes without getting caught by the cops. So.
St. Jude, Saint of Thieves.
Everyone got surprised that the Mexicans won the contest, especially the French, who decided to give us this gazebo.
Mm-hmm.
And once they bring the gazebo to the city, everyone here got mad, extremely angry. You'll be wondering why. Well, we got mad because sculptures, they were naked. It's impossible to see naked sculpture just next to a building like a cathedral. So that started a war between cops and citizens. We were coming here every night to trust them, and cops every morning to remove those clothes. And the war never stopped until we had to add metal plates to cover the body of the sculptures.
Interesting.
We're on the room this afternoon. Aristóteles tocó darme el permiso de mi firma.
To build a Pantheon of Rome comes from the Acropolis in Greece. So honoring those inspirations, in the top we have Apollo and his man Muses, which is the Greek god of inspiration. And the front face of this place, it looks like the Pantheon of Rome.
Mm-hmm.
The Philharmonic system. We have the first house of the city, that was the monastery, the monks and church. Nowadays it is the campus of music from the University of Guadalajara. Country, Castilla. They were all not native Spanish speakers. They spoke different languages. But the king of Spain in those days was Carlos V. Some guy trying to make the nuns fall in love with him. That's why you know this area is a devil's alley. And if you want to prove the legend, you gotta get here passing weekend. 1839, forgive me.
1839, a gift from Germany?
Yeah. No, the King Carlos V from Germany, first from Spain.
Oh, okay.
Because it was also the one who unified all the kingdoms of Spain into what we know as Spain. King of Castilla, by the way. say that maintain our city divided. Government has been trying to kill us with a lot of different efforts. One of the last efforts they did to kill this division, it was to build this bridge. For the honest, they tell you this is not original, but it has a good price, and no one will get to the bid for it. This is also one of the specialties of the state, Pacos Pipiado, and they were from Canada.
Okay.
Became Christian,
Uh-huh.
and but her husband, he's still Catholic.
Yeah.
And the whole family is still Catholic.
Yeah.
Except this cousin. And she got married.
Oh, there we have the tortas ahogadas.
Torta. The other place is the fish that she's taking over there.
Oh, okay.
Taco de ollita.
Una referencia de la más forma de la pelvis femenina y
With the red tie over there and the white shirt. His name is Jesus Malverde. Great Italian Jesus. He's better known for being the saint of growlers.
Oh my goodness. Aerosol enchantments.
seguro que van a salir y quedan así. Me dijeron que ahorita venían. Por eso me estuve como una hora, hora y media. ¿Cuándo? No, no, sí está bien, sí. Ay, no,
Otros 6 días. Pero ahí estaba bien perro.
Las playas con los perros para aquel lado, ¿verdad?
I know I'm being a total tourist by taking this video, but this is so delicious.